Marina Beach is getting ready for a facelift. The Madras High Court has given the Chennai Corporation 6 months' time to develop the world's second longest beach to promote tourism. As part of the beautification project, the Chennai Corporation is constructing walkways, cleaning the beaches, installing fancy lamps, setting up seating galleries and water fountains. It is important to make the beach dirt-free, but there is an ambiguity here. What defines beauty and who decides that? The High Court, in addition to asking the corporation to clean beaches, also said that the fishermen could be forcefully evicted if they refuse to relocate to the proposed fish market near the Santham Church. The fishing nets and boats that lie on the stretch of the beach come in a way of giving the area a facelift. Fearing forceful eviction, the fishermen and local activists are up in arms against the idea. The Loop Road area is a place where they've been living and selling fishes for generations. They've also sought protection under the Street Vendors Act of 2014, which allows retention of property if the vendors have been doing business in a place for more than 50 years. Local activists allege that it is important to relocate the community and rid the place of the fisherfolk.
The Coastal Regulation Zone notification mandates that areas of areas that are used by the communities, especially the fishing communities, for traditional livelihoods have to be demarcated and protected. And so these are things that have not been pursued by the government so far. It has been about over 20 years since the Coastal Regulation Zone notification has been in place in India, and till date in 2020 almost, the demarcation of these areas that are important for fishing livelihoods have not been done.
Attempts to throw people out of their localities are new. The fisherfolk say they were first asked to evict in 1980s when MGR was the chief minister. The Chennai Corporation wanted them to relocate to help improve the appearance of the beach. It took the community several protests and cost them several lives to retain their place along the coast.
யாருமே எதிர்பார்க்காத வகையில் திடீர்னு காலையில் நம்ம நடுக்குப்பம் அந்த மீன் மார்க்கெட் இருக்கக்கூடிய இடத்துல போயிட்டு இருந்த குடிசைகளெல்லாம் வந்து கொளுத்தி விடுறாங்க. அந்த அன்றைக்கி பார்த்திங்கன்னா எல்லா வீடுமே அதிகப்படியான வீடுகள் வந்து குடிசை வீடுகளாக தான் இருந்தது. அதனால் வீடுகளெல்லாம் கொளுத்தி விடுறாங்க. இங்கேருந்து மக்கள்லாம் ஏதோ எரியுதுன்ட்டு இங்கேருந்து எல்லா மக்களும் நாங்கள் ஓடுறோம். ஓடி போயிட்டு அங்கே காந்தி சிலை கிட்ட வந்து போலீஸ் வந்து எங்கள் எல்லாரையும் தடுக்குது. அந்த இடத்துல நின்று பார்க்கும்போது துப்பாக்கியில் சுடக்கூடிய சத்தமெல்லாம் கேட்குது. மிகப்பெரிய ஏதோ போராட்டம் உள்ளே நடக்குது, போலீஸ் வந்து துப்பாக்கி சூடு நடத்துது அப்படின்ட்டு மக்கள்லாம் கொந்தளிச்சு நீங்கள் ஓடியாராங்க.
Again in 2003, the state government declared that people in the fishing villages would be moved to the newly built apartments in Pattinampakkam as the government planned to construct star hotels and a consulate general by signing an MOU with Malaysia. This was again withdrawn after strong protests. 10 years later, they had to contend with the same demand of relocation on the ground that their huts were encroached upon the footpath along the Marina Loop Road and they were coming in the way of road widening. The fishermen say it is ironic to call the areas encroachments as the entire stretch of land was once owned by them as ancestral properties. They also say that the livelihood of over 50,000 fisherfolk will be affected as they have invested more than 5 crore in their business. Shifting to the proposed market will cause these coastal caretakers humongous loss.
Markets in buildings normally don't have as much as a footfall as open markets in this area, and the other problem is that these are also this is not a homogeneous place, meaning there are 7 fishing villages in that one road, and each village has its own sort of vending area that has been traditionally used. And so to say that all 7 fishing villages have to use one building for fishing or for fish vending also then doesn't take into consideration their autonomy when it comes to deciding where they want to sell.
ஒரே தாய் யாருன்னா எங்களுக்கு கடல் தாய் தான். அந்த மீன் தான் எங்களுக்கு வியாபாரம் பண்ணி ஒரு சோறோ ஏதோ நாங்கள் கஷ்டப்பட்டு முன்னேறிட்டு போவோம். காலகாலமாக நாங்கள் பண்ணிட்டு வரோம். எங்களுக்கு எந்த ஒரு எதிர்ப்பு வந்தாலும் எங்கள் உயிரை போனாலும் இந்த மீன் மார்க்கெட்டையும் எங்கள் கடல் தொழிலையும் விட்டு கொடுக்க மாட்டோம்.
They have made their stand clear. These natives are not ready to give up their inherited land. At this point in time, if they are forced to relocate, history might repeat with protests erupting again.